Hello YouTube family. I am sorry once again that I have fallen off the wagon, I guess, and I owe you an update video, and I just haven't made the time to do it. It just seems like I'm running from here to there to everywhere. But you deserve to know what's going on, especially if I'm taking the time to make these videos and you're taking the time to watch them. That's the right thing to do. When I went back to my appointment after my 2-week wait, of course, I started my period that morning, and so of course I'm calling and saying, hey, is it even worth coming? And he's like, yes, because we still want to draw your labs to make sure, it is what it is. And I said, sure, I'll go. So when I was there, of course, he took a look at my uterus and my ovaries, and he did notice, I don't even remember if it was the left or the right, but there was a fluid-filled cyst about 15 mm in size. He didn't like that being there, so what he decided to do was put me on some birth control pills to help shrink that back down. So that's kind of what I've been doing since I've seen him. And then he did check my blood work after all, and of course everything was with the normal range. Of course the HCG was negative, and I figured that. The thing that we discussed was that with John being so far away, trying to do IUIs is not feasible, especially when we did this last one. We were supposed to be one of the first people seen, and I would have thought that he had scheduled every man in the area to come in and deposit semen for an IUI. So what should have taken just a little bit took a lot of bit, and I told him that, my husband's a busy man too, and, unless you're willing to see us right away and make sure everything runs smoothly, we can't do IUIs. If anything, we might be able to do timed intercourse, but no IUIs. There's just no way. And he was okay with that. The only other thing I mentioned with him is that the letrozole that he had me on only produced one follicle. And I'm not familiar with letrozole as far as how many it's supposed to produce, but I told him with one good right fallopian tube and one so good left fallopian tube, it would benefit us if we're going to be doing this, that you put me on something that's going to produce more eggs, because of that lack of possible success on the left side, which he agreed and he understood. He said, we can do that. We can add another medication to what, you're taking to produce more follicles, but that requires more observation. So he wanted to first get the cyst shrunk, and then we will look into doing the next step, possibly. I am kind of at the phase in my life that if it doesn't happen, I'm going to be okay with it. If it does happen, that of course that would be great, but you start looking at how young my youngest child is, and he's going to be 7 this year, and it's really starting over. It really is. And anyway, so I don't know how aggressive I even want to be continuing doing this, because obviously the things we're trying aren't working. And so I haven't 100% made up my mind, but we're gonna at least get this cyst shrunk down and then see about anything else. We still haven't made a decision on, our embryos, is what to do with those. But I think John's okay with whatever we decide, because it is my body, and I don't want to keep getting hopeful to keep getting disappointed. That can only happen so many times before, you just get tired of it. And I'm not saying it's not worth it, but, we really weren't planning on trying again until I got up to Oklahoma as well. So, I'm kind of just like, I've got a lot of other things going on. I'm starting back at school for myself to continue on for my bachelor's degree. So that's going to be starting up actually next week. And of course, I started taking dance classes, and that keeps me busy. And going to my congregation meetings also keeps me busy. So, and then of course, my children that I do have. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay. We haven't thought any further than that, but for right now, it'll just be, I'll let you know. The big things coming up for us, of course, are relocating myself to where John is in Oklahoma, so that's going to be a big deal. I'm still at my job, which I love, and I'll have to leave that, of course, so I'm going to keep working there until the second week of August, and then by then we should have a home picked out, and we'll be getting ready to move all our stuff over and be moving in. So those things are coming up in addition to having, online college classes and everything else I do. So anyway, I still appreciate all of you that do take the time to watch our videos. I hope that if I have been a source of education, at least maybe a source of encouragement for those of you that are, continuing in your journey to become parents. I don't want you to think of me as I gave up, because I haven't given up, but maybe I'm just not going to be as aggressive about trying as I have been. And you never know. Things may change. You just never know. So thank you again. I'm so sorry for being late on this update. I'll slap my hand for you, because that's really not fair for you guys that you get, involved in my story and you want to know what's going on, and I should be better about doing that, so I apologize. Please have a great day. Any comments or questions, of course, I'm open to answering whatever you can think of, and I wish you guys all the best in your journeys, and I look forward to seeing, what comes of your journey. The only other thing I needed to mention is I really need to do a giveaway. I just noticed that I am over 100 subscribers, and the last time I did a giveaway was whenever I was at 50. So I've got to talk to John and see what we want to do for that, and I'll definitely try to make a video for that pretty soon. But just so you know, it's in the works. I appreciate every one of you that take your time to watch these. Thank you, and you have a blessed day. Bye-bye.